Hi, my name is Stephen McGee and I'm the author of Toxic Electricity, and we're here to review the growth of the plants in my front garden. And the reason why we're going to do this is because last year the utility company changed out my transmitting digital utility meter for an analog meter, and I'd noticed that the plants had not been growing right in this area for quite some time. And unfortunately I now have a transmitting gas meter. So this particular plant experiment is in progress regarding the emissions coming out of this meter. So I have a few plants that are in this area, growing them in the radio fields to see what's going to happen to them. But I have to say that I haven't really seen much growth occur in this area, and it's pretty much as it was last year. And one of the things that happened this year was it got hot about a month earlier than normal, so that is actually stressing the plants. So there's nothing really to report other than this plant has always done quite well regardless of whether the transmitting utility meters were there or not. But this one is showing very extreme stress, and there's also a stray voltage problem in this area that the utility refuses to acknowledge. So I'm going to show you the plant on the other side that is the same as this one. So over here, this was planted at the same time. So this is the same plant that we just looked at, but it's doing much better over here. And they're getting the same water, and the only thing that I can see that's different is the one over here is in a radio field that is created by the gas utility meters, and also the stray voltage in the ground that is coming up from the utility system. So these bushes over here seem to be doing much better than last year, and they have actually put on some vertical growth. So I've never really seen them grow upwards for several years now, and they do actually now appear to be growing upwards. And the other thing that I've noticed is the growth appears to be much more vigorous. It's much more dense on the ends of the branches, and it's actually getting dense in the interior of the plant. Now this plant would never grow in the interior, but as you can see, it's clearly putting up shoots on the interior now, and it wouldn't do that over the past few years. So the bushes, these two particular bushes, are actually doing much better this year. And we have a tree on the end. This is actually growing, so it's actually taller than me right now. So that one seems to do okay in this area. So that's my front garden in the area of the utility meters. So there is still some stresses taking place, while my garden over here appears to grow okay. I've never really seen any stresses in this particular part of the garden, and this is as far as you can get from the utility meters in the front of my home. So the plants definitely do much better in this area, and they're further away from the radiation transmissions of the utility meters. I hope you enjoyed the presentation, and I wish you the very best of health. Thank you.